Hello everyone, my name is Sammy. My dog is coming to say hello in this video. Hi buddies. And I talk about human design on my channel. I am a 5'1" emotional projector. This is my dog Kiwi. She often likes to make noises and make herself known in these videos. And I am talking about the gate. Sorry, that was a really bad introduction, but I think I'm gonna keep it just to see what happens. Go with the flow of life, right? Okay, so I am a 5'1" emotional projector, and the reason I say that is because I am a 5'1", so of course I'm a very big on investigating, and today we're talking about gate 61, the gate of mystery, and again, that's gate 61, the gate of mystery, and that's going to be in our head or our crown chakra. And this gate is so fascinating to me. I almost find myself really fascinated by some of the gates that lie in the head because, you know, they have this intensity to them. You know, the head is a pressure center in human design, meaning always having this pressure to know things or always having this pressure to do things if it's coming from the root. But you know, as someone who loves asking why, this gate is the complete opposite of asking why. It's like the complete opposite of how my mind works. So I find them so beautiful because it's just incredible to know that there are other people out there that are literally there that could come into my life to give me a reason and not be able to explain where or why it came from, and me have to accept that in its capacity is incredibly beautiful, but also feels challenging to me. And so with that being said, this isn't about me, so I'm going to turn it over and we're going to talk about gate 61. So this gate has a beautiful ability to love to think just for the sake of thinking, right? One of my affirmations I have written down for this gate that I created was, I am grateful for my ability to think just for thinking in itself. And I think that that's really, really cool because, you know, sometimes, you know, as someone who understands the desire to think, but for me, it's more down the rabbit hole. And for these people, it's more depending on their chart. Of course, there's tons more that goes into how these gates play out, but there's more of this ability to ask these right questions and these questions just for the sake of asking them, and allowing the universe to know that this is something that they want to know more of. And then there's this grace that must come in your ability to know that you are searching for these unknowable things, but being okay with not knowing how you get the answers when they are downloaded into you by the universe, because that is truly what happens within these gates, which is just so incredible. But like, it sparks something that allows you to understand these unknowable things, but not necessarily knowing why they are the truth or why they are the way that they are, just knowing it. I think that is a really beautiful and intelligent, fascinating way of being able to speak on certain things and just knowing them as truth and acknowledging that as truth to you in itself is so incredibly beautiful. So these questions stem from things that are unknown, which they desire a deeper understanding of. There is an art form of sorts in your ability to delicately balance seeking answers of things that are simply unknowable. And if you do achieve this delicate balance between patience and waiting, and also knowing that certain things will just never be known, you can stay in a state of constant flow within your life and in your mind. And in the constant desire of knowing that these things will come without having this pressure of, oh my God, I must continue driving and searching and seeking something outside of myself for this answer. I think that it is very easy for us as human beings to maybe use some of this expansive mystery and expansive mindset that people with this gate probably have, and try to utilize it by going into, the computer and searching for things. But this gate is really all about thinking for the sake of thinking and being creative and intellectual with how you process and understand truth, and looking at it from a different perspective, the perspective of God, the perspective of the universe, and almost surrendering yourself to that in a really incredible and beautiful way can allow yourself this opening to know these things that are meant for you to know. And of course, with that knowledge, you have that knowledge to share it to other people, right? But again, this is a projected gate, so it's about knowing the knowledge and then being invited to share that. So I have this other affirmation that says, I trust that the unknown idea, so you can like kind of put your unknown idea in this. So I trust that unknown idea I am searching, understanding for will come into my life naturally, and the right people will invite me to share the knowledge without a desire for explanation for how it came to be. It will come in a place of trust and inquisitiveness within all of us that allows each of us to grow deeper for knowing it. And I wrote that affirmation thinking about how incredible it would be to ask a question that felt unknown and somebody giving you an answer that felt right, even though they might not be able to explain why. And having the ability to have grace and accepting that truth is really beautiful as well. There is a big sense of surrendering to the unknown and to the universe within this gate. And although there is very mutative thinking in this gate, and what I mean by mutative is like, you're going to ask a question and then sometimes the universe is going to drop or download that answer into you. But again, you don't really particularly know when that's going to happen or why that's going to happen. And you must learn to accept that and then to share that when it is right and when it comes to you. If you share this information or these ideas or these thoughts or this truth with someone or with people without having that invitation, they might just think you're a little quirky or weird, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying that like, oh, you monster, if you do this, oh my God. I'm just saying like, to know that knowing this stuff, it comes for a purpose, and that sharing purpose will come up for you. And if you allow yourself that time and that grace to allow that beautiful invitation to come to you, it will be so much more transformative. I guarantee it if you give yourself again that time. And it's also about honoring the body and the needs of the body and not getting stuck. That's when you can probably feel the melancholy of this gate, is if you get stuck in this, I must know these things and I must drive myself to madness to know the unknowable. It reminds me a lot of like when I go way too deep in a rabbit hole of investigation of me wanting to know why. You guys almost need to go in the complete opposite direction of like, knowing that, truth will come and not all truths will be revealed in this lifetime, but I'm so grateful for my ability to even know some of them, of the questions that I ask, and to honor and respect the knowing that is within you, because you do have a deep sense of knowing, and to trust that and trust yourself and trust what the universe gives you. The last affirmation I want to leave you with is, I am grateful to the universe for sometimes giving me answers that come to me in their natural state and time and order that answer and quench my desire for mystery. So anyone with gate 61, the gate of mystery, stay mysterious, stay magical, stay wonderful, and keep thinking for the sake of thinking. But remember too that you have no pressure here to figure out anything. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful gate that can be shared when you do find this knowing within yourself without an explanation or a sense of understanding of where or why it came to you. And people who ask you for it will trust and respect you deeply for what you have to say. All right. As always, comment below if you want to add something or if you want to comment something. I love hearing from you all, and I appreciate you all very much, and I hope you have a magical rest of your day.